Hello, I'm Greg, an artist, designer and printmaker here in Kent. Allow me to introduce you to the Studio Diaries of Circa 1990. The Studio Diaries feature some of what I've been working on. Sit down, relax and join me as I experiment, explore and create in my design studio. So it looks like we finally have ourselves some sun. So I'm taking advantage of this and making a few more cyanotypes. As the seasons change, more different new plants come out. So it gives me the opportunity just to create some new ones. So I'll take that out and see how it develops. It looks like it has picked up a fair amount of detail though, so I'm quite pleased with that. So this flattened against the glass did actually remind me rather of a tree, and I thought as a collage it might look quite nice. That's a very nice pattern, I really like that. So these are some very fine samples. Being so delicate, I think they've made a really good, clear, crisp image because they fold down so flat on the card. Since it looks like the weather's going to be good and hold up for today, I'm going to prepare some larger prints. So I've mixed up my solution. We'll see what this looks like. Okay, so that's exposed. It's quite wet. So this is my last sample cyanotype print. It's actually one which I've painted over before from an old one just to see what a sort of layered effect would look like. Let's see how this takes. It's actually quite hard to gauge when it's finished with the colour print underneath. Also, of course, the foreground of these plants are what the background picture will come through as, but it does tend to lose all the detail behind. That's interesting. So these have had some time to dry and develop, and all the blue, the nice rich cyan has come through. This one is still very faint as these big seed pods push away from the paper. Then these are just very clear, crisp, beautiful impressions. I was really impressed with this, since I think these are stamens. These were transparent, and I thought they'd let a lot more of the light through, and therefore you just end up with a ring around a ring, but actually you do get a real definition. I think this is a real success because it really does emulate a tree. If it was to be, you know, in a landscape, you'd think that would be a tree. This was impressive. Look at the detail that comes through the petals and the folds. I'm not sure what these are. This might be a symptom of the mix of the solutions, or maybe it's the water reacting with the the medium on the top, because I noticed these plants sweat under the light. And yes, this has come through really nicely. I quite like the sort of image behind. I think that is successful. I think I just had to think quite a lot about how much image comes through from the background and what that image would be. It would need something that had enough detail to be recognisable. Okay, so one of the challenges I find with Cyanotype is that when you want to produce multiple prints from the same item, it tends to get destroyed as you take it off the glass or the paper. So I wanted to see if it's possible to suspend these objects in something like a laminating pouch. So here I've got a laminating pouch. I don't know how it will come out on the screen. And I'm going to just place some small pieces in the hope that it will, just go through the laminating machine nice and easily. And then see if I can take a cyanotype print from that. So I'll close that up. Don't know how much it'll move as I'm laying that on. And then I'll try and feed it through the machine. Okay, so for this composition I want to try something that's a bit more mixed media based. So I've got some paper here. Hoping that by placing the thicker stem here, any liquid that comes up will be absorbed by the paper. I'm wondering if these will look like a kind of nice landscape. So I've got a selection of these now to try. So I've got my prepared sheet, and now I'm going to take this to develop it that side. That's very vibrant. Okay, printer for this laminator. But you can see around here, I've lost some detail from where sort of evaporation is happening from the plants. And also you can see the edge of the lamination. So here's the collection we made first. Developed. Let's remove this laminate. Got a very clean image. We'll wash these off. Okay, so again you've got the ghosting. And you've got some little dots just in the middle there, in the middle there, whereby there seemed to be some moisture or maybe some dirt on the laminating sheet.
So I've tried another experiment using the plants but between two sheets of acetate rather than laminating it to see if that gives me a different result.
As you just saw there, the plants just moved, so that would make it difficult to make replica prints. But it has meant that it's all being kept away from the glass, or rather from the material. Print plate. Let's brush that off before it reacts to the sun. Okay. So it seems the clarity is still there. I wonder if it's lost a bit on this one.
So these were the last of my cyanotype experiments today. I hope you enjoyed watching these and following the journey with me. If you would like to see more of these, please subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, please consider liking it. Thank you for watching.